Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're not gonna see about Java introduction, but instead of that, we'll be learning about what is RAM and ROM and what is the difference between microcontroller and microprocessor. Many of the students may know about RAM and ROM, but theoretically they may know, but practically what is going on inside that and what is the reason why we have RAM and ROM, many of the students don't know. So to clearly understand that, I'm going to explain it clearly, and after watching this video, it will be clear that what is RAM and ROM and what is microprocessor and microcontroller, what it does in actual computer. So let's start the video. Firstly, we'll be looking at the RAM and ROM. So RAM is in random access memory and ROM is in read-only memory. So RAM is in random access memory. So what is this memory? So memory is just like an platform. So it's a platform where we can run the programs like you may have programs like games in your PC or in your phone, or you may run any programs like Chrome, Typing Masters, or um, Instagram, Facebook, any of the thing. That where if you want to run it, you need a platform, right? So for that platform, this RAM gives us support to run all these devices in your smartphone as well as in your computer. So if you have noticed in good olden days, in olden days we used to have only 400 MB of memory or 500 MB of memory, where after if you open certain amount of application, if you are running certain applications like 2 to 3 application in your background where it consumes lots of memory, means automatically in the next step the phone get hanged. So the RAM is only like it gives a platform where it should be around, if it is 500 MB means like if it is 500 MB means below that only you should use the it will support to run the program or any software. So nowadays we do have number of storage like 8 GB, 10 GB, so 4 GB. So if you run the software like Chrome, or game at a time, if you run means, if the memory extends above the 4 GB means automatically the phone or the computer get hangs. So this is all about the RAM, and also it is a temporary storage memory, like volatile memory we can call it as, because after, like, if you are running an any Chrome application or you're browsing anything in a Chrome, if automatically if your power shuts down and computer gets shut down, so after again if you restart it, the storage will be off, and sorry, the storage what you have opened like Chrome or any website means it will be the data will be lost. So for that reason it is an volatile memory, and it stores the data in MBs. This is all about the RAM, and let us see what is ROM. So ROM is basically like an it's an read-only memory where we can only read the data. So it's a permanent storage memory. So ROM in your computer, for an example, a restart button, where the predefined code will be set, where if you press the reset or power button, it will turn on and turn off. So other than that, you couldn't change any of the things in that. So it's a permanent memory where the code will be pre-designed and you couldn't change that. So also like BIOS, many of the things you can't change. So that is called as ROM. It's a non-volatile memory where you can only, like, it stores the data temporarily, sorry, permanently. Next is about so looking to this, it stores in GBs of data, and mainly it writes the datas in slower way. That's one reason. So yeah, this is about the RAM and ROM. And coming to microprocessor and microcontroller, um, like I have designed, sorry, I wrote a notes for this. So if you are willing to hear this, you can hear. So microprocessor and microcontroller. So microprocessor, it's a chip where you will have ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit, registers and controllers. Only these three functions will be there, and in in microprocessor, in micro, whereas in microcontroller, it is an integrated electronics computing device which includes three major components on a single chip. So microcontroller is a device where you will have microprocessor, and also my memory, and as well as input output pins. So it basically having three different types of devices, like microprocessor, it will be inbuilt in that, and also memory, and support systems like input output devices. So as I mentioned here, we do have different supporting devices like timers, analogs to digital converters, serial input output, and common communication lines is like system bus. So basically, um, if we if it is in a simple way, microcontroller is an acts as an front end, and microprocessor acts as an back end. So where microprocessor add as only ALU registers and controllers, but in microcontroller, in inbuilt only they will have microprocessor, memory, and input output. So this is all about microprocessor and microcontroller. Now let us see the block diagram of this. So as I said before, microcontroller is having microprocessor unit, memory, and input output devices. Only these three things are integrated in this, where it is basically a bidirectional device, and sorry, like it is an unidirectional, and microcontroller has also the supporting devices like timers, AD, analog to digital converters, serial input, output, and other devices. So it is all bidirectional, which is pointed towards the which are communicated throughout the bus. And here in the right hand side, we can see the microcontroller, microprocessor, which is also called as CPU, where we have arithmetical logic unit, registers, and control unit. All the control unit of the system will be processed and controlled by this by this processor. And in further videos, we'll learn why it is needed microprocessor, why it is important in Java, and what is the important thing, what it does in Java. So in further videos, we'll be knowing that. So next is about what is the difference between like microprocessor and microcontroller. This is the some difference I have noted. I have written it down. So CPU, like microprocessor, is an CPU. It is also called as CPU, where it is a standalone, only one directional devices, one directional, where we have RAM, ROM, input output, and timer, where we have this is all are unidirectional, which are separate. So whereas in the microcontroller, we have CPU, RAM, ROM, input output devices, timers in a single chip. As I mentioned before, like in microcontroller, we have all these things are integrated on a one chip. That's the one thing. And next is about the design. So here, designer considered. So here, what happens means in microprocessor. we can have microprocessors have different RAM, ROM, and input-output devices where, according to the user or according to the owner, it can change anywhere at any time. Like if you want to speed up or boost up the RAM, means it can change and you can add extra RAM to it. So like that, it can be modified. So whereas in microcontroller, it can't be modified. It's an fixed amount of on-chip memory, RAM, ROM, and input-output. So microprocessor is considerably expensive, and it's high cost. So next, for application in which cost, power, and space are critical. So here, the applications, like it may differ according to the different like according to power consumption, it may differ in the expensive. So coming to that, these are the different points that you may note it down. And yeah, this is all about microprocessor and microcontroller. Hope you have liked this video. If you have like, you may subscribe and share it to other students. And also, I'll be including a link for this um, notes. And yeah, thank you.